那个
跟春节联欢会一样
啊，就我们彩排了一次，那些组都彩排4、5次了。作业而已，挂不了。
不一样。
你弄不好，他这个分给你第一个，他不会让你挂科。
我看一下。
Welcome to our MBTI talk show, Mana Boleh Talk Insights. I'm your host, Nicholas. Have you guys heard of MBTI? What is MBTI and how can I check my MBTI? Don't worry, today we'll let you know all about it. But
Hi.
good morning everyone. Welcome to the first episode of our MBTI talk show, Mana Boleh Talk Insights. I'm your host, Nicholas. Have you guys heard of MBTI? What is MBTI and how can I check my MBTI? Don't worry, today we'll let you know all about it. But before our program starts, let us welcome our guests. So hi guys, can you guys give a short introduction about yourself? Yeah.
Hi, I'm Woon Sinan. You can just call me Woon. Really happy to be here. And my major is in mass communication, film and TV.
Hi guys, my name is Hu Xingxian, but you can call me Handsome. It's my actual English name, by the way. And I'm also from the same major as her.
Hey, hi guys, my name is June and my major is in mechanical engineering.
Okay, thank you guys for coming today. It's been a pleasure knowing you. So before we start, to give our viewers a better idea of what MBTI is, let us start with a short video.
Do you know what is MBTI? Let us ask Google.
The MBTI is a pseudoscientific self-report questionnaire that claims to indicate different personality types.
In 1942, Catherine Cook Briggs and her daughter Isabel Briggs Myers developed a questionnaire that could group people's personalities into 16 types and call it as Myers-Briggs Type Indicator or MBTI. Now, let me tell you the meaning of each letter. Letter I and E means introversion and extraversion. Letter S and letter N stand for sensing and intuition. Letter T and letter F stand for thinking and feeling. And finally, letter J and letter P stand for judging and perceiving. And these 8 letters can be combined into 16 different personalities. Nowadays, personality test has been involved in billion industry. It can be used in individual, schools, and company. School use it to advise students what to study. Company use it to decide who to hire and for what position. Where can I do the MBTI test? Let me show you. First, you can search MBTI test on Google. Then, click the first link. Fill in all the questionnaire and you will get your MBTI result. After showing your result, there is also a report that provides insights into how you may interact with others, make decisions, and approach tasks. Nowadays, MBTI is getting popular among new generation. MBTI is a personality test that can be used as a reference. If you want to start a conversation with somebody, maybe you can try to ask for the MBTI. So, what's your MBTI?
So that was the short video regarding MBTI. So before we return to our talk show, let us go to a short ad.
In the fast-paced and demanding world of modern society, we seem to have lost touch with the fundamental essence of living harmoniously with nature. Fortunately, there is still a place where a passionate group of people who are still rooted in nature.
We always believe that simple, holistic life, people will have a happier life also. Because the simpler as it, the happier people will be.
Masak bagi customer makan yang healthy.
Sini meskipun hutan tapi udara segar, macam meskipun nampak-nampak semua hutan tapi happy.
As we witness their commitment to sustainability, get ready to be immersed in a world where people and environment thrive together. Tallulah Hill Farm Resort's inspiring journey will touch your heart and awaken a longing to go back to nature.
So, welcome back guys. You guys must be wondering, what is this thing on all of our hats? Actually, this is for some fun throughout the talk show. So basically we are going to play a game until the end of our talk show. So this game is called the Do Not Do Challenge. So here is how it works. So each one of us here will have a card here on our head. So with a specific action written on it. And we have to put this card on our head and we need to avoid doing this action, but none of us has any idea what is written on our head. So if someone does the action that is written here, we'll need to swap to the next card. And at the end of our show, there will be a punishment for whoever one of us that has the most card accumulated. So basically, let's say it says here, maybe drink. If I have a drink, then you guys, if any one of you sees that any one of us does the specific action, just point out, hey, and then we'll take it out and then we'll swap with a card here. And whoever accumulates the most card to the end, then we'll have a short punishment session at the end. So let's return to our topic today. So before the show started, everyone here has already tested and found out about your MBTI. And now we are going to do MBTI Reveal. So actually, kind of just telling people our MBTI is not that fun. So let's add some spice into it and maybe you guys can guess each other's MBTI and maybe, I don't know, maybe you guys can guess mine as well. Yeah. Maybe we can start with you.
Okay, the first that I guess for you is definitely E.
Okay.
ES. Oh.
What?
You gonna already.
Oops.
Okay. ES. P. J. Do we have that even? And you, I think you look like a dog. ENFP. And then you would be E as well, but maybe ESTJ. Okay, that far.
To be honest, I don't really know all types of the MBTI, but I cannot see or tell from the beginning because for me, you need to have a really deep connection with them first because some people, they can pretend they are outgoing or pretend they are quiet, but actually they are really desire to social. So I will just observe first.
Okay, so for my I don't have to guess for the for our host here is because he's a very best friend of mine. So he's basically the polar opposite of me. So I myself is it's written on the board behind us is INFJ. So I'm the protagonist. So
ENFJ lah, bro.
ENFJ, sorry. Sorry. So basically, yeah, so Nick is just basically just the opposite of me. He's just INFJ. So couldn't really tell he's an I, but yeah.
You say I.
Ah, shit.
Totally. Forgot the I.
Okay, help me my Teletubbies.
Yeah, hold on to this one.
Thank you. So, to be honest, Henderson and Voon. Sorry, I don't really know you guys, but but based on first impression, I think Hanson will be an E. But to be honest, I don't really know much about MBTI. I just know like the front and the E and the I. So I'm not really clear myself. So yeah, so I feel like you definitely be E, right? So yeah, so I don't know what's the letters behind actually. So and yeah, I think Voon will be I, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so yeah, that's all I think. I think my guess is like that.
Yeah, so basically he already revealed. So I myself, I'm an INFJ. So yeah, I couldn't really tell actually when I did the test. I'm actually about 80 to 85% introverted. Yeah,
Wow.
I mean I enjoy talking, but yeah, I need a lot of energy to talk, and this is not something I do very often. But yeah, it's something new for me. So actually, I'm a bit curious. When you guys took your MBTI test for the first time, right? Was it actually recommended to you by your friends, or is something that you are curious about and you just went to Google and yeah, MBTI test and just did a test about it? Yeah.
For my first time would be in my foundation year, and our lecture of one certain course is actually about the MBTI, so they asked us to test.
For me, actually, it's like few years ago, and at that time, MBTI is not that popular actually. So when my friend sent me the link, I have no idea what is it, and then he just like, you go to do the test, and then I just like, okay, maybe it's just a test, a normal test. Maybe it tests your what is your favorite food, or what is your how to say inside you or something. But then after that, I test it. I know that it's MBTI. And after all, maybe it's because I tested already. So I found out lots of people, they also test it. And for my first time, I'm not that interested because I'm more into star sign researching.
Okay.
So I was okay. I am E person, and okay, that's fine. And I also forward the link to my friends, of course. But yeah, that's all for my first time.
So I think my first time is very similar to Hanson here. So I think it's about 10 years ago, I guess. It's a very long time. So I actually kind of like forgotten. I have a glimpse of like what MBTI I am, but I kind of forgotten, so I have to do it again. So yeah, after these 10 years, nothing really have changed, to be honest. So I'm still the ENFJ, but actually my test is very, I find it quite interesting because during that time when it was like a hit, I have no idea what is it because everyone in my school was like doing it. So it's just sending me a link and it's like, do it. I'm like, what is this? Just do it. So I just do it. Then it's like, oh, then it's like a very fun thing because you like, kind of like understand yourself more. So it's as a protagonist myself, ENFJ. So actually this thing is like it's also part of the ENFJ thing. Is like you find it very interesting when doing this thing. So yeah, I find it very interesting. So the funny thing is, all the things I have, like some people are very E and some people is very I. I'm actually more on the ambivert spectrum, so I can switch like I very.
Your chance.
No, I'm not. You what gender fluid? No, so no, I it's wrong topic. So basically, yeah. So I could be most of the time I'm E. I'm 52% E. So, but sometimes I just become I all of a sudden. Yeah. So, and everything is like 50%. All the other letters behind. So yeah. So I find it very interesting.
Actually, for me, it was actually the first time I did, I was quite curious because. I'm going to be frank, I watched like a K-pop video, a K-pop group. So they are kind of like revealing their MBTIs. So I got curious, so I went to Googled it. Then the 16 personalities, the first one, I just clicked into it, I just did it. And then for me personally, I find it quite interesting because when I was reading through the description of an advocate, which is INFJ, it's actually pretty accurate. I find it's basically what I like. It's basically, who I am. I find, to be honest, I find MBTI a lot more accurate compared to star signs. No offense, but
I'll show you later.
yeah, but because star signs is just, for me personally, star signs is based on your birth, which month you're born in. But MBTI is more towards what you like doing, what you enjoy doing, and what you find joy in. So it's kind of more accurate as a personality test, compared to star sign, where star sign is kind of like you just fall into it. Yeah, you can't actually choose. Okay, so actually, do you guys usually ask or maybe guess someone's MBTI when you meet them for the first time?
For me, not really. I would not really like go just ask, hey, what's your MBTI? Or even asking for their star sign. I wouldn't. I would just ask name.
For me also, I'm not that again, I'm not really familiar with all the types of MBTI, and but for me the situation will be like people met me and then they'll be like, oh, you're definitely an E person, or like, oh, so they will be, okay, you're so E, like that. But yeah, and I also feel like I'm more into E, like I people. I mean, like I really want to, how to say, no, I want to bother them because they're so quiet, and then I'll be like, hey, like that. Yeah.
I want to adopt them. I feel.
I want to make them panic because they are not really into social. Right. So when I try to talk with them, they'd be like, the panic situation is really cute. I'd be like that.
Yeah, to be honest, it's the same for me, like, because I'm more of an I person. There's like a running joke, right? So every I person has like a E person friend. That, like, how do they make friends is they get adopted by E person. Yeah. So I feel like most of my I friends are also adopted. Nick is also one of the friend I adopted. So yeah, this is actually for myself, I don't really ask for MBTI. It's not a very regular thing because I prefer to talk to someone and understand more on their perspective side. So yeah, so MBTI is not really my first go-to question, I would say. Yeah. What would be your go-to question usually?
Like really just name. What's your name?
Oh.
Okay. You asked their name. I don't think you asked.
Yeah, ask the question.
Wow! What the junk! Take it.
I'm sorry, Mon. It's a mess. I can't be the only person with a card, man.
This is so hard to get it.
Okay, so that was.
And you talk to the people
beside
you.
Oops.
What?
Yeah.
It's not even.
Hey.
I feel like you're just being bullied by the E person right now.
Okay, this is very easy. Okay, so that was very smart for June to actually play the game. Okay, so she's actually playing. We are all not playing. We just kind of fall into it. But June is actually playing the game. So actually, I kind of agree with June's point just now that introverts are actually adopted by a group of extroverts. Because I feel like in my friend group now in university, basically they are all very extroverted, and I'm the only introverted guy inside. So usually if we go out, then they will talk. And I would say about the energy side, sometimes if I go out and I need to ask for directions, for example, if I'm kind of lost, then I need to formulate a plan inside my head. Okay, this is the question I'm gonna ask. Okay, this guy looks friendly. This guy, I don't think can. I need to formulate a strategy inside my head before I actually go and talk to people. So I will find that's a struggle for me sometimes, talking to people, especially those who I'm not that familiar with. So actually, okay, so about that, MBTI, it's kind of a niche subject as well, because for me personally, I'm the host of the talk show, but I wouldn't say I'm that familiar with MBTI as well, because most of the research I'm doing, it's mainly about myself, my own MBTI. So I'll just Google it and watch YouTube videos, or maybe Reddit posts about an introduction to INFJ and how to use your personality to your advantage. So actually for you guys, after you guys found out your MBTI, right, do you guys go and maybe Google, okay, what's the ideal career, what's the advantage of your type of people, and how can you use your personality to your advantage? Have you guys did any research about it?
I think I did.
Talk to MC.
What? What?
Yep.
Then should I even answer to that question?
I don't think this is a talk show anymore.
Yeah.
You'll be just a
Toxic
silent
show.
show. It's a toxic show. Oh wow.
Mana boleh bully? Then should I answer to that question?
Yes.
Okay. I think I did before, but it's been so long I don't even remember it. But I remember that there's one thing I react this. I don't think that's really accurate to me, because I'm FTV student, and then I would like to before is that I would like to be on camera, and then from the MBTI test saying that ISTJ is actually not really like those people that would be on camera. I think, if I'm not wrong, but it seems like a bit inaccurate for me that time.
For me, it's like when I took the test, and then they always have a nickname for because mine is ENFP, so they always have a nickname is like a happy little puppy for this. I don't really like it, because I think I am a really thankful person. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I'm quite how to say, I have a lot of thinking. It's quite miserable. It's not like really always that happy. So that's why I go searching, but I think it's quite fits me, because IMP person, so I don't really have plans. So comes to assignment, our lecturer asked us to write something with a form or got a content sheet or something. I am so panicked, because I don't even have a plan, or I don't even have rules to write these things. I just no. You are brainless. And then when I doing this, I most of the time, for example, we go to travel, or we go to hang out with our friends, I would just follow my feelings. And it's like just like really chaos person. Yeah.
I don't think we can be friends.
Okay. J people, right?
But I'm half actually. I'm half. So I sometimes I do have plans, which I regret a lot.
Adopt one of
Yeah. So the thing is, I prefer to have a plan, so I feel like I won't be so overwhelmed. But sometimes I will get lazy and then I won't plan it. Then I'll regret it later. So yeah, back to the question actually. You say it right. We have to. You do the MBTI. Then there's like the career suggested.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm doing engineering right now. So it's not even suggested in the ENFJ. So then it's a protagonist. Yeah. So I wore green to match with my MBTI. So
you're really J.
So yeah, so it doesn't really hit the career path that is suggested. I don't know. Engineering is quite hard. kind of regretting, but it's already my final year. So yeah. So actually, I would say I don't see any relations. I guess as long what you really want to do, that matters, because MBTI, in the end of the day, it's how you decide what you want to do. I guess it's not really 100% foolproof. So I feel like that's my feeling lah. So there's no studies behind it and stuff lah. So yeah.
I kind of agree with that viewpoint as well, because I myself I'm also an engineering student, and I would say June is one of the rare extroverts in engineering, in mechanical especially. So
Engineering is full of boring people.
Yeah, boring. Yeah, I would agree that most of us in engineering are pretty, because I think in what made us choose engineering is because you don't really get to meet people, you deal with machines.
We just don't like people.
Yeah. So, okay guys, later we'll have another interesting session in our live show. So don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back.
throw rubbish. Yeah. Sorry. Hey, why didn't you throw the garbage into the correct one?
You throw already what? I'm collecting rubbish.
This is your job, eh? Hello.
My job is to throw the rubbish into a rubbish bag.
If the garbage sorter like you didn't throw into the correct one and then you know what? Our environment will be more even severely damaged.
So what? Who cares?
I care.
You care, then you throw the rubbish, you separate yourself. My job is just throw the rubbish, what? Huh?
Okay. Hey, bro. Relax. You see, we are camera. So this one basically we are just having a social experiment that we have to create an awareness of garbage sorting. So I'm glad that actually you have passed the test just now we have made. So you are a good citizen. Oh, I see. I'm happy to inform in your show, but your action is not good, not so good. So I think finding the garbage is our responsibility. So everyone must do that.
Mission complete! Yeah! Alright, would you like to follow me to get more garbage?
Yeah, sure.
This one, let you to hold.
Now you have known that the garbage classification is very important. Why so? This is because the improper disposal of waste can hurt us and also the environment detrimentally. So how do we do that? Just a very simple steps. We just need to remember the 3 segregates. The first one, can and plastic. The second one, glasses. And also the third one, paper. The sustainable development of the city cannot be achieved without the efforts of every one of us. So let us all start from you and me. Let's go!
Just have a social experiment that talk free. So this one.
Who cares about this?
I
My
care.
job is just. Then you care, you throw yourself.
Hello. OK 了。
我说2分钟，还是说4分钟？
This is your job, right?
No, my job is to throw the rubbish into the rubbish bag.
有没有人来尊重我啊？
Okay, so welcome back, guys. Actually, today we have another session, which is the live crossover session lined up. But actually, before we go into that, let us maybe continue a bit about a topic regarding MBTI. Like I said just now, right? In engineering, there are mostly the people I encountered in engineering are introverts. I guess that kind of comes with the nature of the job, the nature of the subject. But I'm curious because most of my friends that I see that are taking mass comm, they are very talkative, very energetic in some sense. Is that what you guys in mass communication, you guys see as well?
My friend group is not that huge, and then I think aside me, most of them are kind of E, and then they do look energetic as well, but I look dead.
Yeah.
But I'm a mass comm student.
Okay.
For me, I think it's kind of stereotype for mass comm, even though I'm an E person. But I also got friends because we got 3 pathway, right? And then one is FTV, one is marketing, and then one is journalism. So actually for me, it's like if, for example, I'm a P person or E person, I think you can more into sociable, like FTV, of course you need to create things. But also I saw a lot of my friends, they doing marketing. Actually, they don't really need to that talkative, because sometimes they just doing like data analyze or what. And also journalism students, sometimes they can just write the like copywriter or something. So I think you don't need to be so outgoing or E to be a mass comm student. But just like you say, like people choosing an engineering because they like basic on, they don't want to social with people. So I think most of the a student who choosing this major, it's like I want to be creation, or I want to create something. So yeah, you can feel a lot of E people around you, but I won't say all of them are that energetic lah.
So my opinion, I think it's a pretty solid point, I guess, because engineers, right? Because usually we are not used to communicating with people, but in our course we're actually required to, in some extent, we're required to learn how to talk to people, which is a very weird thing. We actually have to learn that. So
They know you are not good.
yeah, so it's kind of like a forced thing, because in engineering it's not just working with machines. Sometimes as sales engineers, you have to talk with people, have to tell them about like what this machine does and stuff. So yeah, it requires a lot of talking also actually, and sometimes if you don't know how to communicate, let's say with clients, you need to know like specific specs on what you need to do on like the machines and stuff, right? So I feel like, I think it's very depends on the situation. So like Nick, my friend here, he might look like an E, but he was very like forced by his background, I would say. So he's required to step out of his comfort zone. So yeah, so I think it's a very stereotype thing. I think it just depends on the situation. I'm not too sure about what other people think, but what do you think?
I think also because, for example, I'm like really a P person, right? But comes to the situation, we need to write articles, or we need to following the like, for example, like running order. I'm forced to have a plan. I don't want to have a plan, but I need to, because if I want to finish this, I need to have a plan. But of course, we all growing up, then we all taking the skills of the things you don't like. Like I can write a running order, I can write, I can do sheets also, but that's not the thing I'm really good at, or I don't really like it, but I have to do. Just like if you don't want to talk, but you have to.
Okay, so yeah, that's I agree with their viewpoint as well, because for example, like me in engineering, right, sometimes I don't want to talk, but kind of circumstances force me into talking. And yeah, like during my internship, I need to meet with clients, I need to go outside, talk with my bosses, talk with other engineers, and kind of like communicate in a professional way of how to do stuff. And I think a certain misconception about extroverts and introverts are quiet. We are not quiet in some sense that we don't talk at all, but we are quiet in the sense that we don't find joy from communicating. It's kind of like something that circumstances forces us into. Like, for example, I'm an introvert, but I like performing. I like to go on stage. I like doing music. I like public speaking sometimes. I like to be an MC and stuff. Okay. So now we can dive deep into our MBTI topic on campus, which is our live crossover. Let us welcome our co-host, Sean.
Hi, thank you, Nicholas. Hi, guys, I'm Sean, and I'm glad to be your one-day co-host. So now I'm currently at UCSI University, Block G. So let's find some students for our first interview. Let's go. That's it. Hi, are you free? We are doing a live talk show right now. Do you mind having a short interview with us?
Yeah, I don't mind that.
So what's your name?
I'm Venice.
Oh, Venice. Could you introduce us first?
So hi, I'm Venice. I'm currently a final year mass communication student.
Have you heard of MBTI?
Yes, I heard MBTI before. It actually categorizes people into different personality types, right?
Have you ever taken the MBTI test?
Yes, I've taken the MBTI test before. And I found out that the questions are quite interesting because it captures a lot of different aspects according to the personality and also the behavior.
Ah, so what is your MBTI type?
So my current MBTI type is ENFP, but actually the first result was INFP.
So I want to know what's changed your personality from I to E.
I think it's because 2 years ago, everyone was having the pandemic period, right? So I was having online classes for 2 years at home, like isolated, no one to talking to, and also facing the same person, which are my family. So that time I talk really less, which made me becomes an introverted person. But when I come back to campus, I found out that actually I really love engaging with people. I love talking, and also I love to join the club activities. So which makes me to become an extrovert person like now.
Okay, thank you. Do you think it's as accurate?
I think it is quite accurate because most of my friends actually describe me as a person who are social and also energetic, outgoing, and friendly.
So in your friend group, do you have I or E friend more?
I think it's balanced because I'm okay with any types of personality because I'm an E person, right? So actually, those who are introverted, I can make them to become more active. I actually talk in front of them, like bring out their voices. Like so, for extroverted person, we just actually mixing around, just basically talking around and engaging in the social interaction.
So based on your understanding, what do you think of the difference between the trait of the personality type of extroversion and introversion?
So from my understanding, extroversion is actually person who love to express themselves and be more open in their communication. However, for the introversion, they are actually more reserved and they prefer one-on-one communication rather than talking in front of a lot of people.
Okay, so in your opinion, so you don't care whatever your friend are I or E person, right?
Yeah, I don't really mind as long as they are good with me and also they can mix around with me, then I'm fine with that.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So that's our first interview end here. Personally, I think that people with extroversion get their energy by spending time with friends, while introverted individuals need to be alone to recharge their energy. However, no matter which lifestyle one follow, it's create the unique individual that we are. And now I will pass the time to Nicholas.
Okay, thank you, Sean. In the interview, they mentioned that they think the difference between the traits, personality types of extroverts and introverts, it kind of ties back to our discussion just now. So actually, what do you guys think about it?
I actually don't really have an idea towards that. Do you mind to like repeat again?
So basically, they talk about the different personality traits, which is I and E.
This kind of stuff.
So actually, what is your opinion about extroverts or introverts for that matter?
Okay, I think this one is a bit like what we have discussed just now. But basically, people would like need to force themselves to really talk. Like we have the FIP promotional booth. We really need to I'm forced to talk that, hey, do you want to join this? So yeah, I is like being forced, but E is like enjoying.
Yeah, I kind of like agree with her because before I met her, I feel like all the E people are really like outgoing. Like outgoing people is E person, but and then I found out like I enjoy social life is because I gain energy from talking to people. But this kind of social is I want to talk. Or if you ask me to talk to the lecturer, I don't want. But I kind of like feel happy when I talk to like making new friends, talking to people. But I think E person, they don't really gain energy from it. They're forced to do it.
Oh, you mean I?
Oh yeah, sorry, I.
I kind of agree with Voon and Handsome here. So yeah, basically everyone thinks like if it's an E person, you always want to talk to people. Like you see people, talk.
Yeah.
But no, actually, I think it's the same for I person. It really depends on who are we talking to, who are we mixing with. I guess like Handsome say that point of like talking to lecturers, we won't like, oh, people lecturer talk. No, we're not like the caveman, like So basically it really depends on the situation, I would say.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Like for me, as an introvert, it's not that I don't like talking to people, but I only enjoy talking to certain people, be it my close friends. Like when I'm with my group, and if the topic interests me, I actually talk a lot. If I think Jun can testify that I can actually talk a lot. If you ask me about things that actually interest me, I can go on and on and on and on and on about it. So actually now, let us finish our discussion here and let us continue to our second live crossover. I'll pass the mic again to my co-host Sean.
Thank you, Nicholas. After hearing the thought of our host and guest, what different opinion might you, our audience watching the screen? If you are willing to share your thoughts with us, please comment it. Now, let's find another student for our next interview. Let's go. Hi. Are you free?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, we are doing a live talk show right now. Do you mind having a short interview with us?
No, I don't mind. Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Can I know your name?
My name's Natalie.
Oh, Natalie, you're so beautiful. So, can you introduce yourself first?
Sure, I'm 23. My name's Natalie, like I just said, and I'm in UCSI University studying mass comm.
Yeah. Have you heard of MBTI?
Yes, I have heard of MBTI.
So, have you ever taken the MBTI test?
I have a few times, yes.
I want to know, what's your MBTI type?
My type is INFP right now, since I've been in college and university. But before that, maybe 6 years ago, I was actually first ENFP.
I want to know what makes you change your personality from E to I.
Maybe because in high school, I had to talk to people more. So that's why I was more extroverted. But since college, like I never needed to talk much with people. So I naturally am a bit more introverted now.
Okay. So when you meet some new people, will you ask for the MBTI?
Not really. If we're acquaintances, then I wouldn't ask. But if we are getting to become closer friends, then I would ask just to know a bit more about them.
So while looking for assignment groupmate, will you tend to look for a judging or perceiving person?
For me, personally, it doesn't matter whether judging or perceiving because there's pros and cons to both. Like the pros for judging people is if you give them a task to do, they will just get it done. And they wouldn't really complain much. They'll just do what they're told. Well, perceiving people, they will like to offer input, maybe disagree with you and say and offer different perspectives on what could be better. So personally, I always prefer people that will give me feedback. So I prefer working with P people than J.
Yeah, in my opinion, just like so many people would like to find J people to doing their assignment. So what do you think of this situation?
I think, yeah, it's a very valid situation because if you're a person that likes people to get things done as soon as possible and do it the way you want them to do it, then for in assignment context, if you're a group leader and you work with J people and you have a fixed direction and you tell them what you want them to do and they do it exactly, then yeah, it's a good thing.
Okay. So in your personal friend group, do you have P or J people more friends?
Okay. In my personal friend group, I think I have more P people that I know in real life. But I think maybe for my close circle of friends, definitely J. Contrast my own personality because I'm P.
Okay. Then thank you for your time.
Thank you too.
So those with a judging preference tend to prefer detailed plans, pursue perfection, and set clear goal. Conversely, individuals with a perceiving preference are more adaptable in managing their time, open to various possibility, and embrace change. So that's all for our live crossover session. I'm glad to have met you all. Let's shift our focus back to the studio to hear from our guests. Now I will pass it back to Nicholas. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. So just now, they talked about selecting group mates. So actually for your assignments, right, when you guys are doing assignments, you guys are looking for group mates. Do you guys look for a certain type of people, maybe with a certain type of MBTI before you actually select group mates?
I wouldn't really look into that. Instead, I would just go with my friends or the group mates that I worked together before. So I wouldn't have this kind of the thought when selecting.
For me, I don't really ask or consider MBTI. But the funny thing is, most of the time I will join a bunch of J people because I'm like a P person. And I think it's my naturally needed. It's like I need someone to make the plan. I need someone to tell me what to do. So that's how I really easy to get together with J people. Even though now I'm living in 3 J people in our house, I feel like it's the P people need J people to live normal life, or else my life is just really panic and chaos.
So for me, I don't really see MBTI. I would be same as Voon here. So it's just going with our friends that we already know. So yeah, friends, people who I worked before. It's a bit weird like if you like go in front. It's like you can stand up for a moment. Like yeah.
No.
Oh.
Hiya.
Hiya. I thought I was slick with that. Okay, never mind. So yeah. That's smart. Yeah. So I wouldn't just like go ask like in their face, like, yo, what's your MBTI, right? It's a bit weird, right? The guy was like, what the hell is wrong with you? But yeah, it's a bit weird thing lah. But usually I will base on their reputation, I guess. So some people have a very good work ethic, then I will work with that person. So less trouble for myself also. Yeah.
But if P people, they don't have lots of plans, right? But if you know that this person it's E people, is it okay for you to group with him or her?
I think it doesn't matter, I guess.
Okay. Because I myself, I don't want to group with P people because I know P people are just like me.
You just don't want to work with yourself?
Yeah, I don't. If I have a chance, I don't.
Okay, so basically, thank you for your answering. So actually in the next session, we'll reveal the results of our mini game. So stay tuned.
Hello， 你明天得空吗？要一起出去玩吗？
明天我回家了哦。你今年没有回去过年咩？
没有啦，等一下回去还要被那些三姑六婆问，很烦呐。
不会啦，人多热闹一点嘛。你一直待宿舍不会想咩？
好啦，再看啦，哎。哇，又出席了，要自己过，唉，无聊。有点想去外面玩呢，可是自己一个人可以去哪里哦？唉，算了，还是回去啊。怎么这样安静呢？妈，午夜好。人都去哪里了哦？阿明，
阿明，怎么在这边呢？你不是讲你不回来了吗？
哦，没有啦，我们还打算给我讲一个惊喜的。
啊？家人？
是啊，可是我刚才进去找他们没有在耶。
可是你的家人因为一场火灾passed away了哦。
火灾？那里可能？现在新年，你可以不要乱讲话嘛。 我还刚从里面出来吧，喂！啊，没可能，不可能，不可能，只是一个梦，只是一个梦，好彩只是一个梦，可是。
So, welcome back to our MBTI talk show. And now, in this moment, we are going to have our punishment session. So actually, which one of us here will be punished in this game? So maybe you can reveal how many cards you have. I see Woon with a lot.
Pretty much self-explanatory.
Yeah, 4. I don't think you have any, right? Yeah, so...
Let's give a...
I feel like at this point we're just bullying I person right now.
Yeah. So let's welcome.
Can we even have the host?
I think the host should be, you know, like in some situation we talk about, we need like, you know, we need to be forced, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Nicholas.
What? Okay.
Live accident.
Do I see again?
We're enjoying so much,
Oh,
man.
it's a trend?
Okay.
Wait, so I'm this one, is it?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Yeah, no, you can be Sana. I know you want to be Sana.
What sana sini?
Sana sini situ deh, situ.
Sana is the- so-
Sana di sana.
Do?
Wow, do we have a choice?
No?
No.
Okay. Oh shit.
These two E's are really enjoying themselves.
Wait, did the heart shape and then
Woo! Clap for yourself, Nicholas. Clap for everyone. Woo!
Okay, this is...
What? Is that already end of the game?
Hey, the game is already over, okay? It doesn't matter now.
You're so into this too much.
I already did it, so yeah, okay. So, yeah, that was very embarrassing. Yeah. Okay. Wait, let me recover for a while. I need to mentally prepare for this. Okay, I wasn't prepared to do that because, yeah,
no one is prepared.
yeah, I don't dance normally, as you can tell just now. I'm a terrible dancer now. So actually, before we end our talk show today, there's something that I would like to reveal to you all. So that's right, all of you viewers are actually welcome to leave your questions in the comment section. And by the time we get to the next episode, which is next week, we'll be answering some of the selected questions that you guys asked. So actually, thank you to our guests again today, to Woon, to Handsome, and to Jun. So that concludes our episode today of Mana Boleh Talk Insights. We have delved deep into the personality psychology and uncovered some unique traits that make us who we are. We have answered some questions as well, so maybe you guys can give a bit about what you guys think about today's topic. Yeah.
I think today's topic is actually very interesting. Like, I would not even really think so much about MBTI. Once I know I'm as ISTJ, that's it. But today really get to know a lot of the perspective and opinions. That's good.
For me, I think it's quite meaningful for a talk show like this to talk about the MBTI thing, because most of us we just focus on our self MBTI. So got a chance to know more.
As for me, I feel like I thought MBTI was like a thing of a past actually. I never knew I was going to talk about this again. So it's a bit weird talking about it, but yeah, it's kind of interesting in a way that the MBTI is still a thing, like everyone still actually, like some people do care about. So yeah, I feel like it's something very interesting because there's not something we talk about day to day, right? Like as through the interviews, we are not used to like asking people what's your MBTI. So it's a very different perspective, I would say, right? So yeah, I'm actually enjoying myself, able to see two I people dancing. Wow, two E people just sitting down and just enjoying themselves. So yeah.
For me, the dancing is basically torture. Yeah, you better. Yeah, it's very torturing because, yeah, I enjoy being on stage, but not like that. Yeah, I enjoy being at the back of the stage. Yeah. So actually, yeah, I would say that MBTI is a very interesting topic because I would feel that sometimes we know more about other people than we know about ourselves, and I would say through going into MBTI, going into your personality, it's some way for you to actually know a bit more about yourself, about actually what type of person you are, and you can work on your strengths and weaknesses. I would say each type of person has their own strength, has their own weaknesses as well. For example, they say introverts, oh, you can't talk to people, you don't like talking to people. But for some, they would say that it's a disadvantage, but sometimes it's an advantage as well because you have, how would you say, introverts are, from what I see, introverts are generally a bit more caring towards those that are around them, and they are a bit more, I don't know how to say it, but yeah.
More personal to...
it feels a bit more personal.
Yeah.
And so thank you again for giving your opinions. I really enjoyed talking to the three of you, and one of them, even though one of them is my best friend, but yeah.
I don't think he enjoys talking to me, but...
Yeah, I enjoyed meeting you all as well. Okay, so you talk about your FYP booth just now, right? So, yeah, please, you can go and support their FYP. They need more participants because, as a matter of fact, I'll be performing as well. So, yeah, if you guys can go, then, yeah, can go and watch and see their fantastic production. And, yeah, maybe you can see, not maybe, you will see my band and I performing on that day itself. So as we wrap up, I would encourage everyone here to go home and explore your own personality type and embrace the qualities that make us unique, that make us special. And remember that by understanding yourself, you can lead to more self-awareness and personal growth. So you need to understand what personality you have that makes you unique. So actually, if you go to the MBTI website, you can go and look through all the MBTI types. There are 16 in total, and you can see their strengths, their weaknesses, how do they deal with friends, their love life, things like that. You can actually read through it. Maybe you can go home, you can ask your close friends that what's your MBTI, and if they tell you, then you can go and see if it actually matches up with them. Because I have a friend, she sent me a link that, a link to test my MBTI. I already tested, so I told her, and then she told me her MBTI. So I went back and I looked through it, and yeah, it's basically who she is. So that's how I found that actually MBTI is pretty accurate, and you can use that to your strength for your future career, for what you're studying here as well. So thank you again. I feel like I keep repeating myself, but thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
And join us again next week for another enlightening episode of Mana Boleh Talk Insights, where we'll continue to dive more deeper into the fascinating topic that is MBTI, where we can learn about ourselves, learn about people around us. And until then, I hope you guys have a fantastic week ahead, and I'll see you again in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.